Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to just manifest it already. The Neville Goddard Way. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. I got an email this morning from one of our subscribers that asked me, Tom, I've been imagining my wish fulfilled now, thinking from the end for weeks, even months, yet it still hasn't manifested in 3D reality. How can I get this to manifest already? Well, we're going to unpack that right now. The first thing I want to say, guys, and I've touched on this before, but never like we're going to hit it tonight. When you look to see if it's manifested or real in the 3D world, you are abandoning the assumption that it's done. Hear this, when you check on it, when you look to see if it's real or if it's manifested in the 3D world, you're abandoning your wish fulfilled. You're abandoning the claim that it's done. You're abandoning the mood or feeling or that new feeling, that delightful new feeling that your desire is yours. Bigger than that, you're abandoning that dimensionally larger you that's going to actually manifest it and bring it to fruition in the 3D world. This is huge. We pointed to this yesterday when we said that the 3D world is the past. It's dead. You're looking in the wrong place, right? So you might be saying, well, Tom, then how do I know? How do I know it's done? How do I know the wish is mine, the wish is fulfilled? This is how you know. We've talked about this before. This is what Neville says. My feeling of the wish fulfilled implies that it's done. It's the feeling, your assumption, your claim that it's done. That feeling of wish fulfilled, that mood, that new delightful feeling that your wish is yours, that the desire is yours, that you are that which you want to be, is done when you feel it. That implies it. That's what Neville's saying. He also points to scripture here, and he talks about the story where Jesus asked his disciples to go to a crossroads. At this crossroads, they will find a young colt, a young unbridled colt, a colt that's never been ridden by man, and to bring that colt back to him, bring that colt to him. So the disciples go out to the crossroads, they find the colt, the unbridled colt, right? The colt that's never been ridden by man, and they bring that colt to Jesus. Jesus then rides that unbridled colt triumphantly into Jerusalem, into the city Jerusalem. What are the ancients telling us? What's Neville pointing to here with this story? Well, this story of Jesus is your story. You are Jesus in this story. What's the colt represent? Your assumption, your wish, your mood, that new feeling of wish fulfilled. And the disciples are your disciplined mind, right? They find the colt, or they find that new feeling, just like your disciplined mind finds that feeling of wish fulfilled, finds that new feeling, that new mood, that claim that it's done, and then you maintain that assumption, you maintain the assumption of wish fulfilled you ride that feeling into the manifestation into the 3D world. That's the story. That's what Neville's getting at. What does he say here? If I don't remain faithful to the mood or the assumption or the feeling of wish fulfilled, the young colt throws me off. Right? If you don't maintain that assumption, if you look down to see if it's manifest from the colt, right? You're on the colt and you're looking down to see if it's manifested, to see if it's real, to see if your wish is fulfilled. The colt throws you off. You abandon your assumption. This is huge here, right? This is what the story is telling us. So what does Neville suggest instead? Instead of looking down, right, to see if this thing is really going to harden the fact, you simply know that it's already so. Right? Instead of looking in the 3D world, looking down in the 3D world, looking to see if it manifests, you simply assume so, that it's going to, and so sustain the mood, and you will ride that unbridled colt into the city of Jerusalem. Hear this one more time. Instead of looking down to see if this thing is really going to harden the fact, you simply know that it is already so. Then you sustain that mood, sustain the assumption of wish fulfilled, keep the faith, and then you ride that, like Jesus, you ride that unbridled colt, that that new feeling of wish fulfilled, that amazing new desire that it's already yours, into the city of Jerusalem. What does that mean? Into the manifestation, into the 3D world, right? He also points to it in the story where Peter, Jesus is walking on water, and then Peter is in the boat, and Jesus asks Peter to come, right, to walk on water. Peter gets on the water, and then doubt sets in, right? He starts looking down to see if it's real, to see if the manifestation's there, and starts sinking. What does Jesus say? Come, right? And then as he trusts in Jesus, as he trusts in that assumption of wish fulfilled, he is able to walk on water. That's the story, guys. It's that maintaining that faith, right? This is what Jesus said to him. You of little faith, why did you doubt? Right? From Matthew 14:31. Why do you doubt? Why do you have little faith? It's there. That's the story. That's how to just manifest it already the Neville Goddard way. I am your host, Tom Caron, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Share it, guys. Tell everybody about our YouTube channel at Be Something Wonderful. Hit us up at Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Caron, our website at tomcaron.com or BeSomethingWonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, with great love, see you soon.